Hello everyone. Happy Monday. I want to talk about Akashic readings, what they mean, what I've experienced doing Akashic record readings. About a year and a half ago, I made a video talking about the sessions that I did with several people, and I now do them myself. But some people get a little scared when they come to the readings. They don't know what to expect, what Akashic record readings are really all about, and how they can be helpful for you. So I wanted to make a video on that today. So an Akashic record reading is essentially a reading about your soul's blueprint. We can go into so many different things about your past lives, karma, trauma. So it's not necessarily just a reading like, oh, let me tell you about what's going on right now, or let me tell you of what's to come. To me, Akashic record readings I find so helpful because it can really unlock fears, it can unlock blocks, it can unlock trauma in this lifetime and trauma from past lives. I started practicing them back in June, and then I got my proper training through Catherine Tack, AkashicRecordReadingsUK.com. And I have a feeling, and I've been told this before, that I'm going to be teaching people how to read Akashics. And it doesn't surprise me because this is truly one of my biggest passions, because I love tapping into past lives, tapping into the traumas and the karma that we have in the past lives that we can heal in this life. Like, I love tapping into the soul contracts. So my Akashic record readings, basically they're via Zoom. I have them you can do for about 50 minutes to an hour. And then I have one that is incorporated to an hour and 45 minutes that we can include coaching with it. Some of you might wonder, well, what kind of things have I tapped into? So I think I like Akashic record readings so much because it reminds me of Dolores Cannon. So I first heard about Dolores Cannon in 2020, like literally during the pandemic. I was learning so much about quantum healing hypnosis and past life regression and all this stuff, and I was just blown away by it. And then I've been reading the book Many Lives, Many Masters by Dr. Brian Weiss. Absolutely fascinating. Like, if you are into past lives and wanting to know about reincarnation and all that stuff, even if you doubt it, because I used to doubt it back in the day too, like long time ago, because I was conditioned through religion and all that stuff. Like, there's no such thing. You only have one life and then you go to heaven, blah, blah, blah. Well, let me tell you, because I've seen my own past lives, even without accessing the records, like, they will just come to me. If somebody pops into my head, for example, and if it's like a very vivid, clear image of this person, which happened to me recently, I was like, oh my God, why is this person constantly in my head? I'm going to meditate on it. And I asked my higher self, what do you want to tell me about XYZ? What is the purpose of this soul contract? What am I here to learn? Suddenly I'm understanding certain things. And then I asked higher self, do I have a past life with this person? Suddenly I'm seeing myself in the 30s, 40s with this person. And then just today, I added more, today or yesterday, I added more to it. And I was hearing that song, that band song. And so I realized it coincided with what I was seeing in the 30s or 40s, okay? 40s, obviously, because that song came out in 39 that I just discovered today. Anyway, what I love about Akashic record readings. So I tap into past lives for people. I really have a feeling in the future I'm going to be teaching people how to do this themselves, because I want people to see what I see. I want people to hear and get the feelings and the knowings and all this stuff. Like, it is absolutely incredible. So I do these readings for people. I will help guide you. If you want guidance on like what to do on your journey, your spiritual journey, your twin flame journey, you know, if you have soul contracts with certain people, what do they mean? What are they teaching you? Your karma with, you know, any specific person. We can delve deep. So it's not just about wanting to know about the present and the future, but about learning things from the past to heal from it. Okay, this is why I'm so passionate about Akashics, because they truly help you heal. And even in I had a session today with a client, first time I ever had to do this, but my nose was hurting. And obviously it wasn't my nose, but I was feeling the sensation, because I'm very clairsentient, but I was feeling the sensation of her blockage. And I was like, what is this? And she was like, well, I have allergies. I'm like, I feel like this is more. And then come to find out it's an energetic block. And they guided me to do Reiki on her. And because I know how to do Reiki, it blows my mind, like all this stuff that we do. And so then sure enough, I ended up doing Reiki. This is the first time the guides ever guided me to do that. That's something else that I want to teach people, is how to do Reiki or angel Reiki. I work a lot with the angels when I'm doing Reiki. So it's insightful, the Akashics. I love the Akashics. Like, to me, it is one of my favorite things. I'm super passionate about past lives. I'm super passionate about, people always ask me, like, what is my life purpose? What is my soul purpose? I also tap into people who passed away. So long lost loved ones tend to come in. Grandparents will come in. People who are assisting you on your journey will come in. I have a lot of grandparents that will come in, and they tend to be very funny. The grandpas are always funny. I've had like one great aunt up here, but it tends to be either the grandmothers that are assisting people, and then I have grandfathers who like to come in and they will tell me phrases that they know, that I wouldn't know, but they know, that are very, very meaningful. This is what's so cool about Akashics. I hear a lot of stuff. My clairaudience has really come online. So I will hear a lot of songs that resonate, that will have messages for my clients. I will see visions of past lives. I will see visions of like what's going on, especially with your divine masculine. Oh my God. If I am allowed to, if the guides give me consent, if I have consent, of course. All of this is only done with consent, and I will never tap into anyone's Akashics without their consent, without their permission, because that is like rule number one. You never access someone's Akashics without consent. So one of the other things I was going to mention is I had a client who was asking me what she should do for work, for money, because she's financially dependent on her soon-to-be ex-husband. And she's like, I just don't know what to do for money. I haven't worked in years. And I'm hearing legal stuff. And she's like, yeah, I used to do legal things like paralegal and whatnot. I was like, okay, maybe get into that. And all of a sudden I'm hearing side hustle, sell your feet, like pictures of your feet. And I was like, I am not going to say that. I felt really embarrassed. And then they kept pushing that onto me, like, you have to say it. And then I told her, and she goes, well, that's funny, because I have a website up of that. Like, they're not saying this is her big career, but this is something that can make her money, which is what she asked about. So like the guides, I never doubt my intuition anymore. Like, I never doubt myself. I love the Akashics. Like, if you want to book a session with me, let me know. Go to my website. After I recorded the video, I thought of something else while I was cooking that you can ask in the Akashics that I feel would be really helpful. And the question is there anything significant from a past life that I can learn from that will teach me something in this life? You can ask about past lives, but you want to be specific. You can say, show me past lives, but you want to learn something from your past life, whether it be trauma or a lesson that you can learn in this life. And I had a client today that asked me that question, and what I saw was really cute. I saw her in like the 50s or 60s era, and she was full of life, full of pizzazz, full of like sexy, sensual energy, really enticing her divine masculine. Like, he was drooling over her. She was dancing and like really playful with him. And what is interesting is she's not like that in this life. In this life, she's a little bit more serious. She's not as tapped into her soft feminine essence. And so the guides were saying that was something that she had to tap into more, not to seduce him, but that will take her out of the friend zone and to be more in that feminine, soft, playful energy that he obviously loves and that she has in her. She just has to embrace more. So I hope that helps. I think it's really great.